Alright, let's begin. We'll try to keep this under 2 hours. We will only pick up packages. We will only pick up things that are in the actual walk path. They call this an inauspicious start. I gotta whip out my knife. Sure no one's in my blade path. I want somebody to cut off a corner of my totem chip. Well, my new mittens are getting broke in. Yeah, I know, this ain't the walk path. You know what? Alright, you get one freebie. You start thinking like a lawyer. Well, is that technically touching? Kinda. Oh wow, he stopped right at the stop sign. That's crazy. Sometimes I wonder if my mom's doing certain things because she feels neglected. Like all of a sudden, every Monday there's always a task, and it's like, you know what I'm getting ready to go do. Yeah, but I need you to do this first. I'm like, all right. So I'm installing an air filter. Installing a water filter. No dogs today. It's treated wood, so technically plastic. This is really popular stuff. I think it's the red pepper bourbon or something. Berry blend, sugar. Call this in. What do they call it? Bandit signs. So I guess they got a artificial version of wool or fleece. Never heard of it before. I forgot what they called it, but these gloves are made out of polyester and something else. Made in China, of course. It's funny, my dad had a Gore-Tex, I'm still wearing these Gore-Tex tights, that he bought decades ago, probably 40 years ago. And the tag said made in the USA. Like a first generation experimental Gore-Tex. This is back when they had expensive activewear. It might be, yeah, it's probably about 40 years old, because I think he bought it when REI was first. They used to have REI off of, oh, what street was that? Montfort and, it was off at 635 just before you got to Valley View Mall. And they used to have it was a weird shopping center. It had REI, and there was a place called Best. I wonder how many people remember Best. It was REI, Best, and maybe I think there was Haggerty's or something like that over there, but that stopped off in the REI. And all that stuff was expensive even back then. I think it was like $50 for a pair of thermals. This is $50. This is $50 in 1980s money, so it comes out to almost maybe about $150 today, I guess. Imagine buying tights for $150. That's how dedicated my dad was to running. I remember he bought the tights, and then he bought some Gore-Tex mittens. Most of what I wear now is like a moisture wicking or water resistant polyester. Like this tracksuit's probably made out of 100% polyester. I don't even know if I guess if I spent a whole lot of money on tracksuits, I'd probably get one made out of polyester. I mean, Gore-Tex. No, I can't. Nose keeps running. Alright, so this is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. What stage? What did they say it was? It was, Starbase. The Starbase from the Turtles in Time. It's good pace music. Is that always there? Yeah, I guess so. Just never noticed it. I say yesterday? I'm going to be picking this stuff up today. No wind helped me. No person helped me. Instead of saying it is what it is, it's a mess that I have limited ability to fix. I can pick this up and move on with my life. I'm kind of digging these mittens. I told myself I was going to get the Air Force kind, but you know, you're not going to find anything like that. You got to go to Army Surplus. The ones that the Air Force have are just 100% pure wool. Thick wool work gloves, work mittens. These are alright though. Even got a little Velcro thing on the back that you can attach the mitten part to. Por supuesto. That's touching. That's touching. Pick it up. So where that guy was heading, that tells me there's a flop house around here. A flop house on Valley Ridge, huh? I guess it makes sense. I have never been down this way. I got this on the 15-minute loop, I guess. almost touching, but not touching. What is that? What? That is nasty. And that's saying something, because Budweiser's naturally nasty. Budweiser Chilada with Clamato. They must have had that on sale. It's the only reason somebody was drinking that. It always got alcohol in it, right? That's my memory. My first memory of the internet is I was surfing the web and it had the Daily Show. The Daily Show. A lot of assholes out here. Anyway, The Daily Show, hosted by Craig Kilborn. And they would take the transcripts and they would put them on the web. I think it was the Comedy Central site. I think it was just for The Daily Show itself. I can't remember. That's how old The Daily Show is. It had one of the first websites on the information superhighway, as they called it back then. They said the information superhighway is coming to Texas. So one of the first things you could do was, sometimes they had video clips. Craig Kilborn, he would put up the video clips of, what was it called? 5 questions, 3 questions, something like that. And it showed this samurai smashing this head. But Craig Kilborn was the host, and they put the transcripts up there for you to read. Okay. Whatever the fuck that means. Anyway. Craig Kilborn would put the transcripts up there. And one of the hosts was Clamato. Now you see, this is the kind of stuff that somebody deserves. And you might think I'm being cruel, but I guarantee you the Russians will have that. Although the times have changed. Some of my first paycheck stubs, I remember they used to put your social security number, they splattered it all across there. They didn't care. I used to get my transcripts from the college, social security number right there, plain anybody could see it. And it's gotten so bad that they had to come up with something called FERPA. Now, FERPA ain't really to protect students like it should. It's just because a couple of public officials had their academic information leaked out on during the campaign trails, and so they started coming up with rules that said you now have to get like permission and federal authority. I think I just noticed they put boards up there. So I guess they're going to be tearing this down eventually. All I remember was they had I looked at Google Maps, and Google Maps just had a single nurse practitioner listed there. Nope, leave it. Well, at least Modelo would never sell somebody something that's mixed with Clamato. That was a weird deal. They were hosted by or sponsored by Clamato on the Daily Show, and so the site, you go to it would click on it and it would take you to another site. It'd take you to another site, and the site had some kind of interactive game you could play, and it was a conveyor belt, and on the conveyor belt you had to sit there and pick out the 3 ingredients that make Clamato. What were the 3 ingredients? It was I forgot. Anyway, it was tomatoes, of course, something else, and then there was clam juice. For some reason, there's clam juice in Clamato. So, what I can't figure out what clam juice is it pureed clams, or is it the juice that clams come in, that water? And I hate to say, I was always thinking it's probably the clam water, which I thought was nasty. I don't even know the Wayback Machine has that listed. That website was probably lost to the ether. Is that the dog shit from last time? Yep. Probably should use the broom for this one. And right now somebody comes by. I want to see if this is easier. It's okay. Oh, that's a bullet. Is it? Oh, it's not a bullet. Looks like one, though. One of my favorite relaxing songs. It comes off of Super Metroid, and I forget what stage it comes off of. I think it's the underwater stage. Oh, there's more shit. It's got a piano in it. Actually, I guess I could just leave that there. It's not actually on the sidewalk, so fuck it. Plus it's in the grass. Let nature have it. Utility cuts complaint. Look at how that rolls. See how bad that is? got stuck on it. Chireno. There we go. Now we know where our turn signal does. Congratulations. Not a mind reader, dude. If I was, I wouldn't be picking up shit on the sidewalk. I'd be mentally controlling the person. I'd be touching the shit, getting a psychic trace, and then making the person that put it there pick it up. Have my Dorcometron helmet on. Find me. Jose Reyes. Jose, come to me. Come to me, Jose. Clean up your dog shit. While you're at it, pick up the other things I want. I need a buddy. Jose and I will be plalking tonight. Why'd I pick Jose and not Joe? It just felt like it looked like somebody. It looked like more of a Jose dog than a Joe dog. Could be wrong on both counts. It might be Joseph with an F. Joseph Ibramovich. He didn't even want the dog. It's always the story I tell myself. He didn't even want the dog. It was his girlfriend's idea. Now I'm thinking about that podcast with Bill Burr and Michael Rappaport, talking about how he doesn't clean up after his dog because the garbage cans are too far away in LA. I just figured those two guys, I was like, that's got to be fun. Those are the two guys, the two loudmouthed louts that you see in a sports bar. One guy wearing a Red Sox hat and the other guy wearing a Yankees hat, just going back and forth. Like the Red Sox Yankees, that's an actual rivalry because both teams are successful. Both teams give as good as they get. Both teams have high hopes every year. And they just tear into each other. Dallas supposedly has rivalries, but not really. There never seems to be a time when like Philly and Dallas, this is in the NFL, not anything else, but in the NFL, there's a time when Dallas is on point and Philly is going down, or Dallas is up and Philly is down. Very rarely is that matchup of the week. There was the Tony Romo years where Sunday Night Football would hype it up a whole bunch, and you have memories of Jason Witten. Jason Witten getting his helmet ripped off and running down the field. These things keep coming off. I'm kind of curious if there's a walk path down on, this probably isn't, on Joe's Creek. The cool thing is it looks like somebody's cleaning Brownwood Park because I hardly have to do anything. Now, I said that, can't make a speculation on how long this is going to take me. I'm not saying I'm going to limit myself to one bag, but what I am going to do... Why'd they change the packaging for Lucky Strike? That's weird. Anyway, I'm not going to make 2 drops. I'm just going to make 1 drop, because it looks like the guy's locking up his dumpster now. Something must have happened. Somebody just completely destroyed. Looks like a traffic cone. I don't know what that is. No, it's a traffic cone. That's just one of the corners. I figure eventually I'm going to find... Oh, what is that? Wow, that's heavy. That's a section of pipe with a piece of earth in it. Okay. It's like galvanized steel. I don't think it's a water pipe. They don't make water pipes out of galvanized steel anymore. How do I know that? Because I had a pipe made out of galvanized steel, and they told me, well, we got to take this out. That was before I got my foundation fixed. So the guys are digging under the house, taking this big old pipe, iron steel pipe out of there, because they said it was just crumbling. Put in PVC. That was the drain pipe. Dallas is just, I don't know, man. My sewer lines, they're made out of concrete. Then they sent me a notice talking about, hey, we don't know what your lines are made out of. I was like, really? So then I started asking. They say, hey, I want water tests. That's free. Do y'all provide that? Suddenly, Cindy Dallas calls me back. Oh, Mr. Young, we found the lost survey. Turns out your pipes are made out of this. I was like, oh, okay. Y'all figured it out. Wouldn't have to do with the fact that you would have to come out here to my house and test for lead, huh? Hand in hand, you and I. This song gets me every time. The reason the song gets to me is because it's sung by Kool and the Gang, and one of the guys in the group, his daughter died. Her was Michelle Thomas, the extremely beautiful girlfriend of Steve Urkel. She played Myra Monkhouse, and so every time I hear this song, I keep thinking about her. Random thoughts, huh? That's all these walks ever are. My steps are mostly consistent. My thoughts are not. Fuck it. What is that? It's a reflector, so which means this is somebody's broken headlight or something. Yeah. It's still here. So, do I call this in, or do I take the initiative? Man, it sounds like this where I wish I had the ability to see, like the guy in, what is that, the dude from, shit. The guy from Thundercats. Give me sight beyond sight. I hated that show, but I just remember Lionel. I forgot the name of the sword. Something. Give me sight beyond sight. And so he'd put the sword up to his eyes and it would do the thing. And times like these where I follow the rules of Grace Hopper. I probably don't have permission to do this, so all I can do is ask forgiveness. No, I think it's gone. Probably for the reason that, is it gone? Oh yeah, let me look over here while I don't want to take the same ground twice. It's probably one of the only military rules that I heard and kind of mostly agree with is not fighting for the same ground twice. You say it, but it happens. Okay. I'm just gonna leave it where it is. Let the city deal with that headache. Time. The hell happened? Whatever. Guess I'm listening to this again. Not that I'm mad, I just... There's a strange man walking back and forth to Cigaroa. What's he doing? Being an asshole. That's all I know how to be. what sign was there. Remember what I said about covering the same ground twice? Pretty expected. Somebody took my whole rig and like put it up in their car and drove off. I keep waiting. It's like nobody wants a cart full of garbage. I was like, yeah, you'd think that. Alright, City of Dallas, how long will it take you to pick this up? Somebody. So your grandma don't know any better. She doesn't know what anybody could do with her diabetes information or vertigo. The whole ABS was printed in Spanish. And I can already tell from the format that it was printed from Epic. Oh man. Careless with the church's money. Part of me also wonders if somebody, what they did was they rifled through somebody's house, grabbing a bunch of papers, and that was the thing that got left behind. Oh, wow, that got me. So what's the verdict on this? I always help clean up the school. We're not going to have public schools much longer, so might as well do what I can. They're really going to get rid of. Let's be brutally honest. There is no way that in 4 years, there's no way easy and clean that they're going to be able to bypass all the teachers' unions, all the people who make school supplies. There's a lot of people in that supply chain. And you're going to sit there and say, oh, we're just going to gut the public school system. We're going to get rid of the Department of Education. He already got his nose bloodied over Columbia. Just imagine what will happen once the teachers' unions and the school supply lobbyists get a hold of him. Or maybe he's doing all that to get a better deal. All this stuff is negotiating tactics. And what Trump's doing is he's following the madman theory. Is it going to work for him? I mean, he's not a figurative madman. He might be a literal madman at this point. And you just gave that guy the nuclear codes. Oh my God, what the hell? Oh, it's the same lady. Yeah, that's her. No, that's not her social security number. Thank goodness. Boy, I was like, I think that's her phone number. So was her house broken into? No. No, I think somebody was just here cleaning out their car. It's a weird place to leave your like I said, your discharge packet. they cut the grass and then just left the leavings. Alright, we're 1 hour into this. Is this the halfway point? Yeah, this is the halfway point. Might want to hurry it up a bit though. So I'm wearing 2 layers, and I don't feel warm or cold, so that's telling me how cold it is out here, at least to me. I'm not getting all sweaty and dried out, but at the same time I'm not feeling particularly cold. You leave it, fuck it. All we care about is the walk path at this point. So there is a walk path down there. Whew, what's that smell? So how did Juvat get up there, down there? Well, you see this big solid mass. Guess he jumped across the things, put that tag up there. Boy, I tell you, more people who like to scrub their pots and pans. Looks like this might have been a pallet. Yep. Look like they're always busting up something over here. It's charcoal briquette. Okay, I was like, what in the world? It felt kind of light. I shouldn't give a fuck about people in cars, but the problem is, what I learned in life is the problem you ignore becomes your problem eventually. When you say it's not my problem, the caveat should be yet. Problems don't have ID numbers. They don't just lock down on one person. When they say misery loves company, they mean problems have a habit of being shared. So the problem you don't take care of today will take care of you tomorrow. Is that the most you're gonna do? I mean, I can't. Well, I can. Fuck it, I can. I didn't want to get involved. What else we got? I like this. I'm digging this. What is this? Close enough for government work. That's the cool thing about using 3 mil bags. I did not want to be cleaning this up. I'm going to complain the whole time. Some fucking asshole couldn't be bothered to tie down his load, so here I am. Well, the good news is, if I encounter any vampires, I'm well armed. Can I break this in half? No, but it will fit in the gap. So that's kind of cool. Crush enough. Yeah, that's racist. That is racist. It was just a funny commercial. It was so bad. And I am going to repeat it because I don't know. It's not like I'm saying it out of hatred. It was just weird. There was a beer company called Canada Blue. Maybe it was Labatt Blue. Maybe that's what it was. But for some reason, their mascot was like a wisecracking slacker bear who would just like wander into random places and like to break the ice. He would have a 6-pack of Labatt Blue. And he goes into this bar, and there's all these Japanese salarymen. Sitting there looking at him, and they look all scared. And he says, "Canada Blue?" And they all start smiling. One guy's got his necktie around his forehead. And he says, "Canada Brew! Canada." He says, "No, Canada Blue. Brew! Blue! Brew!" He said, close enough. And they said, "Crush enough!" And I was like, That just stuck with me. I don't know. I was like, all right. So yes, black people can be racist. You watch too many commercials. I blame advertisers. Like, well, I have a problem with L and R's too. It's like, I think when I say cellulose, there was another one I was like, that's a tricky R. That's a tricky L. Like, I have a hard time with the word archipelago. Sometimes I say archipelago, Ragio. I'm like, all right. And the only reason I can say it now is because I didn't realize it was a Greek loan word. And so I see the CH and I get tripped up on that and the L, but it's archipelago. I kept saying archipelago, archipelago. Some people say archipelago. I think that's what they say. I think they say archipelago. Oh my God, please don't tell me this is lady stuff again. Nope. Okay. I didn't press the button. That's because they put the button at such a fucking awkward angle. Like, pedestrians are just an afterthought. It's like, let's just put something up there. And I know when they looked at that, they said, hey, it looks good enough to me. I was like, imagine you're walking down here, and the button's clean on the other side of the pole, and you got to reach around it, and is it a big deal? Yeah. You got a drunken guy say he couldn't find the button, so he stumbles around. He just says, "Ah, to hell with it," and he gets hit. Stuff like that is why Dallas has such high traffic fatalities. Why they had to sit there and give some kind of lip service to something called Vision Zero. And that's why I say lip service, because they didn't actually have any plans on implementing this stuff. Because it's funny that Dallas can always copy what other people are doing, except when it comes to pedestrian safety. That's when they choose to have backbone. That's when they get cheeky. Oh, we can't do that. I always hate these things. I think I'm just going to let my nose run. That should be another clue that it's actually cold out here. My nostrils are Niagara Falls. After a while, I started looking like a garbage pail kid. Wasn't there a tree here? Yeah, there was a lot of things here. The guy trimmed it. Picking up all that wood. This thing is heavy now. Leave it. No, that was another commercial. Yeah, the black guy, they would come in with the delivery. He was the delivery driver. You know, he was the magical Negro. He would sit there and belt out all these witticisms and talking about how people should be, how to live the high life. And I think the guy wound up dying of, like, ironically from living the high life. Clogged arteries, I think his heart failed or something like that, but every time I see one of them bottles, I think of him. I guess I should be thinking about Ozzie Davis complaining to the shopkeeper that they were out of his favorite beer. That was a powerful role, wasn't it? It was a powerful movie. Just when Spike Lee was hungry. You're young, you're angry, you got a ton of ammunition. You put the message out there. You think any day now something's going to change. And then 40 years later, you're sitting there courtside seats to the Knicks game. Pretty much accepting the fact that this is as good as it gets. You talking about putting a bunch of people on the map though, man. All hungry black actors. All good, talented black actors. And just about everybody in that film, like, starred in something by themselves later on. You had Ozzie Davis, who was already established. I mean, I'm talking about just about all of Spike Lee's films. The scary thing is he makes a movie like Bamboozled, and then later on, here comes The Chappelle Show and Boondocks. The more things change, huh? Yeah. Like the trash gravity's increasing. Samuel Jackson was in those movies playing the DJ. He was in Do the Right Thing. Lawrence Fishburne was in, he was in a couple of movies. I just remember School Days. And you got Giancarlo Esposito in School Days and a couple other things. He was in Do the Right Thing too. He's playing, what's the guy's name? Buggin'? Winds up getting killed, I think. One name that never really got big was the guy who played Radio Raheem. He's in a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Good and bad. I keep remembering this one movie. It was Treat Williams, him. The guy's name was it Anthony something. He has a distinctive look. Like he always looks like he knows what's going on. Nothing ever gets to him. But he was in there. They were all playing like criminals trying to plan this. They were criminals trying to get in this heist, and everything went wrong in the heist. Just remember that Treat Williams played this really nasty guy who had a nasty fetish. And that guy was pointing out how nasty this guy's fetish was. The one time I need pictures of the graffiti is the one time they got some assholes parked over here. Hold on. What happened? TPI? Oh, no, I don't have any batteries. Huh?
You don't need one flash?
Nah. I got it. The lock on it still?
Me, I need one.
Yeah, I still got a lock on it.
$10.
Huh?
$10 for I need one flash.
I don't have any money.
No, me, I need one.
Huh?
Me $10 for one flash.
Oh, buy a battery from you?
Yeah.
No, I'm good, thanks.
No, me $10 for one flash.
Flashlight?
Yeah.
Oh.
You don't need.
Huh?
You don't need one? Please.
No, I don't need one. You need a flashlight?
Yeah, flash. The flash, yeah.
Oh.
Please.
Yeah, I don't have one. Not this time. I'll get you next time. Yeah, I got another one. Yeah. I guess did they weld it? No, I was just looking. Okay, good. No, I'm gonna leave that alone. That looks like. They kind of got it cleaned up. No, they don't. It's just I cleaned it up, but yeah, it looks like there's more stuff in there. All right. Yeah. So why is he always asking me for a battery? If I had to guess, maybe he's using the battery as a lighter. Maybe there's something in the battery. I don't know. It's weird. It's kind of cold out here without a jacket. Yeah. Okay. Mapping complete. Patterns. No, you start seeing things, but gift cards. So the first one I found was an Apple Pay gift card. That's an eBay gift card. What are they using them for? I could not tell you. What are they using them for? I think people are saying, I can't give you cash. That's what's happening. Maybe it's the social workers too. But what they tell you is don't give people cash. But then you got other people who are saying don't give them anything at all. Mixed messages. Alright, let's put this there. Oh, I need to blow my nose. This is embarrassing. But it's hard to tell if that guy was walking like that because he was cold and because he was having a junkie itch. He was feeling, uh-oh. I think my camera's talking to me. Which means I'm about to be down to one camera, and especially one flaky camera. For all I know, I'm not getting anything. Pyramide hydrochloride, or whatever it is. I think it's an allergy medicine. Oh, that says, what does that say? Anti-diarrheal. Oh crap. Well, that's I'm definitely gonna be using bleach on these gloves. I'm hoping that maybe they just got a hold of something bad, that's food poisoning. But I suspect what I might be dealing with is norovirus. And that's what I always worry about. Hopefully that's been sitting there for a few days. Well, norovirus is resilient. It's a really powerful, persistent virus. Alcohol doesn't do squat to it. You have to use bleach, and even when you use bleach, you have to wait around a few hours before it dies off. It's got a really tough protein coat. I'm kind of wondering, like, is Hughes doing something about this? Anyway, what time is it? So ironically, the one thing that does kill norovirus pretty good is soap and water. Is that a hush puppy? No, it's a lemon. It's dried out lemon. Norovirus, you don't even need that many active viruses for it to start an infection. Alright, so there's the lemon, there's the chili. Yeah, that's gonna be messing with me now. Why am I getting quiet? Because I'm wondering if my gloves have a little smattering of norovirus on them. Something smells good. It's not me. It's definitely not me. Perpetual Care Fund. Yeah, like I said, somebody ain't. That money's not going where it's supposed to. The fence has been broken for years. He said, well, we cut it, we bring it out, we took it out, but they just keep cutting it again. Well, then you keep replacing it. Maybe start asking for more funds to get some security out here. My biggest worry is when they cut that fence. Grave robbers cut that fence, but I was like, I think it was really more along the lines of they got that famous mausoleum over there somewhere. Well, usually they got it lit up, but it's not lit up today. They've been cut here. Anyway, that maybe they were trying to get in there and see Bonnie Parker's grave. Maybe they were trying to rob it. I don't know. I just can't imagine that somebody's coming in here digging up anybody else. It's kind of weird though that from both those families there was enough enough relatives, no, I guess, yeah, surviving relatives that forbade them being buried together, even damn near 100 years after their death. Like someone still holds a grudge and says he had no business going out, or she had no business going out with him. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. So they did their call and now they're going back to the station. So yeah, I'm washing these gloves. Today is the day my bleach wipes get broken in, or I'm opening them up. I should have brought them with me. So yeah, these nice black gloves will probably start looking pretty ratty after a while. What I could do is I could put them in a, I just won't take my gloves off. You know, the thing is, putting that wood in there kind of balances this thing. It's heavy though. Now it's strange, I understand why I'm doing this. I have a card, but this guy completely went around that section of sidewalk. Is even he disgusted with it? Hey, what are my shoes looking like? They're looking fine. I don't know what they're putting on this thing, but... Oh no! They're broken. Okay. He ran that red light, didn't he? No, he's got, just go. Thank you, though. Wow, you guys don't really fit in at all. All right, let's go. All right, Bill. Give me an escort. Former presidents turned crosswalk guards. Can you imagine? Like Jimmy Carter did that thing where that had to be kind of nerve-wracking though, but I guess after a while you got used to seeing the Secret Service agents flanking him. What kind of people would go after Jimmy Carter, you wonder? Everybody's got an axe to grind. Some people just want to create a name for themselves. I can't go after the leader of the free world, so I'll go after a guy who used to have the job. I really don't feel like carrying any extra weight, so this was never opened. Someone just grabbed a bottle, and that's what it was. Somebody was giving away water. They grabbed one, and then just, I don't know. Okay. This is all those Christian pamphlets that my Leonard would give away this stupid shit. Alright, let's see what we can do. Whoa! Wow, when did they get all bright like that? Huh. Let's see what happens when a guy who's wearing reflectors, yeah, he sees me. He doesn't see me. He doesn't give two shits. Oh, he sees me. Oh, the fence is broken. Fence is always broken. That's gone. Everybody's looking for somebody on this street. I think I know who he's looking for. I was like, you looking for a twitchy motherfucker not wearing any kind of winter gear? Yeah. He went down to the canals. I think that's why that guy was asking for a battery while he was talking to the other guy. Pretty sure they use the batteries as a lighter. In fact, I remember one time the guy was asking me for a lighter. I thought you snort meth. Do you smoke it? I don't know. Whatever it takes to get it into your system, I guess. Pretty sure you snort it. You can also ingest it. That's what the Nazis used to do. Who won World War II again? You got a fascist in the White House, and the drug of choice was developed by Nazi scientists. Or maybe not Nazi scientists, but the bottom line was you get the point of who was using it. Anyway, can't give them lighters. I don't know if the guy might be an arsonist. He might be lighting some candles, set something off. Howdy. What's going on? Somebody got a score, and the weather's nice. Usually it's the first of the month, but I guess some people got their stuff early. I don't know. Whew. Man, what is that smell? Is that my garbage? Man, something smells like dookie. Golly. Maybe it is my garbage. No, leave it there. No, that was I was looking at that taxi just now and I was laughing because I was thinking about in Royal Tenenbaums, they had a gypsy taxi, and these people would, the girl would get picked up, and it was just like the most beat up, nasty looking vehicles. And that was how this guy built his taxi company, I guess. But I had forgotten that we had a real life version of that here in Dallas. We had Cowboy Cab. And Cowboy Cab, they'd put this crude, like you could go down to the hardware store and get these stickers that were supposed to go on like mailboxes and stuff. And they stuck those on the side of the cab, and it would just say Cowboy Cab, and it had the phone number. And they drove whatever they can get their hands on. There was no consistency to their fleet. What can I do to prove that I am from Dallas, huh? It's kind of hard. Yeah, that's kind of a hard question. How can I prove I'm from Dallas? Sometimes I would say things and people would be like, oh yeah, you definitely from Dallas. I was like, oh, that's all it took? Gotta help out the... Yeah. They pay cash. Deli chicken, jalapenos. Use the food stamps. It said EBT credit card, huh? Oh, I am so sorry. Oh shit. Man, okay. What the fuck, Dallas? Why is there not a bus? I mean, nah, it's always the same. It's scratch offs. Maybe that's what it is, man. Maybe they got their welfare early. I don't know how it works. Because they don't give out food stamps anymore. Fuck it! Run that red light! Yeah! That's how you do it. Asshole. Oh, but he stopped at that one. That's funny. He ran this one, but stopped at that one. If I wasn't picking up this shit. Kind of wish I was the Flash. I was just gonna run over there. What'd you stop for, man? You just stopped for the other one? Maybe he saw the camera. Now he's all nervous. Oh, maybe he just needed a flashlight if he needed a flashlight. Okay. No, I just never stopped to think that the unhoused always need flashlights. He needs a flashlight, huh? What can I give him? He wants a headlamp like this. Maybe that's why he's joking. He wants something what I got on my head. Should I have given him this one? No. I love this light. I'm gonna weep when it finally breaks down. It will break down. I have never been more in love with a light. I wear this thing and I feel like Cyclops from the X-Men. The only thing I hate about it is it's too damn powerful. Sometimes I'm trying to get good footage, and if it's something reflective, and it's not the light, it's just the angle of the light. Because my infrared camera does the same thing. It puts the infrared laser right there on the target, and then the next thing you know, all you're getting is the light reflecting off of the material. What I would need, and what I wish some infrared cameras had, well, just leave it there. What I would need, and what I wish some infrared cameras had, is I need a pulsing laser. But then again, maybe it does pulse. I figure that would save a lot more energy too. I know the infrared laser on here doesn't pulse, it just stays it's solid. How much time have I put in so far? I know I broke my 5 minutes. There's no way in hell. We're done. So I know you say you're done, but this guy didn't even try to do any kind of exposition. He just says, "I'm hungry." Probably doesn't speak English. Ayúdame, por favor. Necesita ropa y what do you call it? What was it? Tengo hambre. Necesito ropa. But yeah. Like, y'all got a guy from the city that's cleaning up all this stuff. I'm glad to see that. And they're like, that's what pisses me off, is I'm thinking there's somebody saying something and someone else taking the credit. And I was like, I don't really care about all that, but what happened here? I mean, that is just really shitty. Like, they poured the stuff and then let it kind of like drip over into the sidewalk, and it's just really bad. Anyway. I was just thinking about when was the last time I had some Whataburger. Last time I had Whataburger. Okay. I got to think about this. Maybe it was April of last year. Okay, that's how I can prove. That's how I can prove I'm from Dallas. I used to eat water chickens all the time, and for $1.50 extra, they put bacon and cheese on there, and I think for a little bit more, they'll put jalapenos on there as well. So I guess that's how I can prove I'm from Dallas, because I can name things on the Whataburger menu. It was the Whataburger, the Water Junior, there's the Water Catch, which is their fish. I don't know if they still have it, but they had the Water Catch, which was their fish sandwich. They had breakfast on a bun. Used to have pecan danishes. It's like you can tell you're from Texas is you have a Danish and it's sprinkled with pecans. Anything else you remember? My dad, what he liked to eat was the taquitos. Another way I can prove I'm from Dallas. So what they used to do was, Whataburger had a thing called nickel coffee, and they used to sell cups for like $10. You can buy the cup, and as long as you have that cup, you can get coffee for a nickel. It was a coffee for a nickel or refills. Anyway, my dad had one of them. It was a really nice mug. Hey, that's random. Oh, that's a shoe shine thing. So my dad had he had the coffee mug, and it was made out of this like smoky cream color, and it had what looked like a buffalo head Indian nickel. Am I gonna catch shit for this? Who knows? They haven't said anything yet. I know one day some guy's gonna come up to me and say, "Excuse me, sir. I just want to tell you, I need you to stop putting your trash in this receptacle." And I'll simply say to him, "Okay." And that'll pretty much be the end of me picking up a lot of things. Some people are like that. They do that because they get charged. I don't know. That used to be one of the things. That was the problem with my dad's shop. Is people would actually that was the problem was people would come in there with their personal trash and fill up the dadgum dumpster. I can say about it when I come around here is I have yet to completely fill it to overfilling, but technically, well, the bottom line is I don't want to do that. Yeah, I know the hammer's coming on me eventually. And who knows? Maybe he's already done that. He said it to multiple guys, and they still dump stuff in there. And he's called the cops, and the cops say, "Yeah, there's not really much we can do because that's Dallas." What do you get the feeling? Well, thanks to the Hero Amendments, they're going to give Dallas cops more money so they can find interesting new ways to say no. Oh shit. Oh shit. I lost the lid. I didn't even notice it. So my lid's sitting somewhere out there. Oh well. Maybe from now on I'll just keep it here. The whole reason I had the lid was so that when I overfill. No, I'm mad because when I bought the damn thing on Amazon, or I kept looking for a garbage can that has a lid that can't come off like that. And all they want to sell you is the ones that have the wheels built into it. And I was like, that's inadequate for my needs. Then they had stuff like $100 and $300 garbage cans, and I was just like, yeah, I don't need this. That's my problem with America. It's, you can either get it super cheap or you can get it super expensive. I guess that's a sign that there's no middle class, is you can't get it in between. Anyway, I wonder when it came off. If I had to guess, somewhere around Walnut Hill, I think. You know when it might have come off? It might have come off when I was putting this stupid wood in here. I don't remember seeing it there though. Yeah, I would remember it because I was putting the sticks up there. So it came off. Must have come off over there off of Walnut Hill. You think to yourself, well, maybe I'll go back around and find it somewhere if I get in the car and drive around. It's like, no. Someone saw it, picked it up, threw it out somewhere, or just took it with them. I mean, this thing got super light. I didn't get all the trash. How to make this a 2-hour affair. I have to stick to my guns. Like dealing with that wood, that was probably 10 minutes. It was 10 minutes where I should have just said, no, let that be someone else's problem. But I can't do that, because I've been there. When you're rolling around and just random debris comes out of nowhere and it punctures my tire, and next thing you know, it leads to me having a not so fun trip down to Discount Tire trying to get that fixed. I have lost so many tires to debris. Hey, one time I ran over a bottle. And I said, man, and then I heard the noise. I heard it bust, and then I heard a psst. I said, ah, shit. So there I was in the parking lot at work, putting the tire on. Oh shit. I got it, man. No more shopping carts. Technically, that's touching. Okay, leave that there. I see what was happening there. Looks like it looked like a breaker bar ratchet. Somebody was fixing their car. I guess it's not a ratchet, it's just a breaker bar. I say, well, Mr. Young, I guess you do know your way around a tool or two. And I was like, yeah. I'm not a big fan of cars anymore, but I grew up fixing them. Like I said, it's how I know what car to buy and what car to avoid like the plague. You couldn't give me a sob. If you said, hey, you can get a free sob, I'll say, you know, you really don't think much of me, do you? You tell me you got a Suzuki for me, I just look at you like, so I might as well just give me a bus pass. Is that what you're telling me? Like Fords, like you drive a Ford is for people who, they needed a car, they didn't care what kind of car they got. They just wanted something, and this is what they saw on TV. I know people make the jokes about found on the road dead or fixed or repaired daily. But the problem with the Ford I have is that they'll sell you that piece of shit, and they already know that when they engineered it, it was a piece of shit. This wasn't like you drove it around for a while and something started rattling and wear and tear. This is when a bunch of guys at the Ford place put it up on the drawing board, they ran it about 2 or 3 times, if they ran it at all, and said, this is good enough. That's what I hate about Fords. Because it's always seemed like they designed their cars with the mentality of, this is good enough. Chevy's different. Chevy doesn't design their cars like that. Chevy designs their cars to get you off the lot, and they said, don't worry, we'll see him in a few years. That's my problem with Chevy. Chevy designs their cars to break down. Now what would happen is you'd have some intrepid people that would know just enough to be dangerous, and so they could keep the Ford going. I mean, they keep the Chevy going. Chevys aren't badly engineered cars, they're just cars, they're greedy engineered cars. You are not supposed to be driving this thing for 50 years. At least after the 80s and the Lee Iacocca years. Actually after the 70s. Some guy looked at it and he said, people are trading in these cars every 5 to 7 years, so why are we designing these cars to last a long time? And the guy said, you're using the old brain pan there. And I'm a sellout, or I'm a betrayer. What do I drive? I drive Japanese cars, except for Suzuki and Mitsubishi and Mazda, because those are American cars masquerading as Japanese cars. I just think that's so sad. Like, the Americans were getting their asses kicked so much that George H.W. Bush had to go over there and beg them for scraps. Be funny if the guy comes out there. What are you doing out here? I was like, I'm picking up your trash, motherfucker. That breaks my heart, man. I lost that damn lid. I got that meeting to go to tomorrow, so I won't be going down that way to go find it. It's funny to me how they can leave. They can leave a pallet out there for 4 weeks now. What are you thinking about? Nobody on Amazon is just going to ship me one lid. And this is a cheap garbage can that came from China. So in order for them to feel like they made some kind of deal, I'd have to tell them I need 10 lids. We're done. I'm just wondering where it went. It's weird. It snapped clean off, like something sheared, and it took the zip tie with it. Well, that's on me, man. I should have drilled a hole like I said I was gonna do. Put 2 zip ties in there and called it a day. I basically did the Ford engineering.